A Harlingen woman says she was the target of telephone crooks. She believes the schemers knew what she was searching online and tried using that information to take her money. Channel 5's Trayson Bragg spoke to an internet expert to find out how it all works. Trayson.
Susanna Groves moved into her Harlingen house several months ago. She's worked to make her house a home by placing family photos and heirlooms along the walls. Her next step is to receive a grant to build a garden and fence. She did some web surfing and found a website in which she could apply for grants. She applied for several grants. Then several days later, the phone rang.
The gentleman on the other end of the line said, "I'm calling from the Federal Reserve Bank in Washington, D.C., and we'd like to offer you a $9,000 grant." And I thought, great.
Groves explains the caller informed her that she would need to call her supervisor to receive her funds. When Grove called the supervisor, she was told,
He said, "In order for you to actually receive the funds, we need you to wire $200 as a registration fee."
She says at that moment she knew she was the target of a scheme. She laughed and the schemer then hung up the phone. Groves says then she started wondering, how did the schemers know she was looking for a grant?
Yeah, the timing is too good to be true. I mean, I'm looking for grants and then I get a phone call on my cell number.
We headed to KRGV Chief Engineer and Cyber Expert Michael Leal for an answer. He explained many online websites are beginning to sell their users' information to third parties. He says it's not uncommon that information falls into the wrong hands.
Usually it won't have anything specific attached to it, so it's demographic information. That sort of stuff is perfectly legal to share.
Leal says once schemers have that information, they can play on your needs.
So they know you're eager for money, you need it for a thing.
He says these days you always have to be on the lookout for red flags.
The red flag is asking for money. If they are fishing for any information beyond what you've already submitted, that's also a red flag.
Groves tells us from here on out she plans to be more careful. Moving forward, she'll look for grants the old-fashioned way. Groves also says she filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. In the studio, Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10:30.